hope you're ready to have some fun with me tonight, because you know what? How many of us, and I'm putting myself right in your place, because I know when I don't exercise, my mind starts doing crazy things. You start getting a little more depressed through all of this. But when I do exercise, and for me, I just got my bike maybe 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. It took me like 10 minutes. 15 at the most to put it together. It was crazy, crazy easy to do. And this is the one I have in my house. I love it because even after 5 minutes, you get your heart rate up, you start feeling your blood flow again, the oxygen starts doing its magic, your endorphins are back, and you all of a sudden feel like, I've got energy again, and I'm working towards a goal. I'm working actually towards maybe taking off a few pounds, or at least tightening and toning the muscles of your body. Now, what's great about the Flex Bike, and here we go, this is both an upright and a recumbent bicycle. You can put this in 2 different positions. It actually folds up to look that teeny tiny. By the way, look at those gorgeous colors that we have tonight. We've got black. Oh, these are so pretty. Look at the teal, purple, blue, and red. Boy, it's been forever since we've had colors in stock. These are just back. They sold out way back in, oh my gosh, it's been a while. Actually, it was with me. It's been a while. I remember it well because I raced back from the studio to my desk to place my order on my bike, and I'm so happy I finally did it. One of the things I love so much is this seat. We'll show you that in just a bit. Padded backrest. You've got the padded handles here to be able to really support yourself and be stable. Padded handlebars here, a place to be able to put maybe a magazine or an iPad or a phone, and then all the information right here. Your distance, your calories, your speed, your time, so it really does help motivate you. Terry's joining us tonight in the studio to help us get fit. Oh, and thank you for reminding me, upper body too. You've got the resistance to be able to really whittle away the middle if you need to, or do a lot of this. I'll tell you my personal story about this part in just a little bit, but I really want to introduce you to our special guest tonight, Jody Stabile, who is a personal trainer, very wonderful person who always makes me feel better because she reminds me of the importance of exercise. You want to work out together tonight, Jody?
I so do, and I'm so excited that you finally got yours at home.
I did. I love it.
You were
I love
not
it.
lying that you were getting it. That's great.
Yes,
I love it too. So
indeed.
yeah, I'm so super excited. I'm so super excited to be bringing this to us today. The recumbent bike. Let's talk about that. Recumbent position. This is going to be you getting out of the recliner. This is you getting off the couch, getting onto a seated position where we are leaning back. We're taking the load off our low back. So there's not a lot of pressure on our spine. And we're able to get in cardio and resistance training all in one. I'm going to give you a little tour of the bike. So I'm going to hop off here. And what you talked about earlier is that seat. The seat is key because this is what's going to keep you on that bike longer. If you notice, and we could probably show you in studio soon, but you'll notice how wide and large the seat is. It's so thick and padded. It's so comfortable. Normal seats, you know how small they are. You know how uncomfortable they are. So the fact that we're giving you that is great. You also have this padded backrest. So this is going to support your lower lumbar. So this is what I was talking about your low back. We're taking the ease and the comfort off of the stress of your low back. You have those sidebar handles that are going to get you on and off the bike super easy. You have the resistance bands, the 8 levels of magnetic resistance as well. This is going to hold up to 300 pounds. So it's made of steel construction. It's really well made, as well as, let's show you this, one click away and you are in an upright position. So you get 2 bikes all in one, as well as your resistance training. You're getting a total body gym in the comfort of your own home. And you don't have to go from station to station. You don't have to worry about the gym. We won't even talk about going to a gym, but you don't have to worry about getting your dumbbells and then getting on the floor and doing your abdominal workouts. And it's all here, all in one.
Yeah,
you got the LCD screen.
Yeah.
You have everything. Oh, we give it to you all, and I love it. And they come in some beautiful colors. I mean, you're not going to want to put it away. It'll go with any decor that you have in whatever room you decide to put it in. It's huge.
Yeah. You know, I've sold this bike so many times with you, and it was our last series of shows, or the last show we did together. I'm like, I need it, because I love how I feel when I get off of this, when I'm here at work. And I have it now, and I'm just so pleased because it's that constant reminder of something positive. You know, through these dark days and months, it's just been it's just overwhelming. I just look at this bike, and even tonight before I came into work, I'm like, I'm gonna just give it 5 minutes. And boy, oh boy, I came into work with a whole different attitude. It just really does, it shifts something in your brain.
And those endorphins, they get those endorphins going. That helps mood boosts. So that helps with dealing with stress. It helps get those mood boosts and increase that positivity. You know, so there is something scientific that actually on a cellular level that actually does happen in your body when you do something good for it, like cardiovascular training or resistance training. And like you said, 5 minutes, Callie. I mean, you don't have to get on the bike for an hour and, you know, drill it and go so super hard to where you're so soaking wet. We're past that, you know? And the other thing that's great is that there's no learning curve to this. So this is something, what we're showing you now and what we'll show you later in the hour are the two pieces of equipment that I would absolutely tell any of my clients that they need in their home.
Couldn't agree more.
It's something that it's something that we do easily. We've been riding a bike since we were, you know, grade school or walking. I think that those are the two most important things that we could do. So if you have problems with joints, back pain, any kind of issues on your legs or anything like that, this is something that's going to take the stress off of. You're not going to be pounding the pavement. You're not jumping up and down. You don't have all that stress on your joints. It's going to add flexibility. It's going to increase muscle mass and strength. Let's talk about bone density. I mean, the benefits of riding the bike are huge. You will not be missing out. You will not be upset that you bought this bike.
No, you'll love it. By the way, it goes forward and reverse, so you can really get the hamstrings as well as the thighs. Resistance all the way up to level 8, which will kick your you-know-what, because it's really, really hard. And you can even adjust the resistance on the upper arm bands. If you want to step off the bike and just do upper, isolated upper body workouts, you can. By the way, it does come with a full month of Echelon. I haven't done my Echelon workouts yet, but I'm really excited because it's inspiring to think you can travel in different places around the world. You've got that for a month, and you can add, you can continue with that or not. I think we showed some video a bit ago. Tell us a little bit about the Echelon experience.
Oh, this is so cool. And, we've all heard of the other bikes out there that do the same kind of thing that are, I don't even want to talk about the price that those are, but
thousands and thousands and thousands.
Thousands, I know. So here, if you get bored and you want to go for a scenic ride, you can do that. You get 16 different scenic rides all throughout the world. You're going to also have live on-demand classes. So you get to pop into a class at any certain time of the day to see your favorite instructor. So you have those, you can either go live or you can even bank those for later. So if you didn't make it to the class, you can come in at 5:30 once you're done with work, and you can get onto that class that you missed throughout the day. But we don't stop there. So we give you more. We're giving you kickboxing. We're giving you yoga. We're giving you strength training. We're giving you all aspects of fitness. So it's just like having a trainer in the comfort of your own home. And let's talk about the price of trainers. Super expensive. And we're not going to the gym right now. So the fact that we're giving you we're giving you all the things, all the tools that you can do in your living room, huge. Love that aspect of this.
Yeah, I do too.
Go ahead.
I just love it too, because it's like you're there with somebody, and somebody that's encouraging you and being positive at the same time. Whether you're in this position, and I'm in the upright too, but you can actually put this back if you're just tuning in to just that more reclined position, which is called the recumbent position, giving your legs a whole different kind of exercise and workout. You'll note there's no electricity necessary. There's no cables or cords. It's completely quiet. Both Terry and I are working out here in the studio, and you can't hear a thing. Tell us how that works, because I love it, because there's no belts to break or anything to have to maintain or worry about later.
Yeah, and there's also no motor. So it works off of you. Your energy propels this forward. And there's 8 levels of magnetic resistance. So this is going to be nice and smooth. It's a smooth wheel motion. There isn't a chain on the bike that you're gonna have to worry about greasing or anything like that. And there's not a plug. So, I wanted to show you also, this folds up, which is the biggest part. It folds up into the size of an ironing board. So this is going to easily store. This is not a huge piece of equipment. that once you have it out, you can't get it away. This has wheels. So this weighs about 30 pounds. And I know I'm on a rug, but still, it's still easily wheels on my rug. It's about 30 pounds, holds up to it holds up to 300 pounds, and we can move it from room to room. So no plug, no motor, ease, comfort, flexibility, all the things that we need to get started on a workout program. And when you're ready, you pop it on out, you hop on in, and you get going. Now, I don't care about how long you get on here. I don't care about the time, right? I don't care. I want you to go for how you feel. I want you to give yourself, maybe you go for 10, 20, 50 calories. Maybe you go for a mile. See what a mile feels like. But getting something done throughout the day, little small bursts throughout the day are going to be so huge, so beneficial. The things that it's going to do for you, for your mood, the things that it's going to do for you for the rest of the day, you're going to start to make better choices. You're going to, shove the donut away for breakfast. You're going to choose eggs or something healthy. You're going to make better decisions throughout the day. Why not do something for you?
Right now, I'm with you, Jody. I mean, this is something that for me, my two favorite things to do are treadmill, which is coming up in a few minutes, and a bicycle. Yep. And I mean, you could have both of these and have your own personal gym without having to dedicate an entire half of a house. It's part of the reason I love this bike is because I don't have a bunch of room, and I didn't want to have to put this out in the garage because it's still too hot to be out there. And the idea of exercising, the heat in and of itself is just, no, I can't do it. And, and as we think about, we're transitioning into fall and then winter, and there's a lot of other reasons why we're going to either continue going in one direction or the other with our health and our weight and our overall energy. And that's where I guess I was at. It was 2 weeks ago that I got my bike delivered. I just remembered because my friend Maggie was over, and I was putting it together with Tracy, and within 15 minutes it was completely assembled. It was awesome.
So you assembled it?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's great.
It's one of the things that you'll read on our website as to customer reviews. I mean, there's a lot of reasons this is a customer pick bicycle, but one of the things people say more often than anything is, oh my gosh, that was the easiest thing to put together. I mean, it matters. Let's show the different body parts and the groups of muscles that are really gonna be engaged with this exercise.
Yes, absolutely. So let's take it from the bottom to the top. You're working calves, right? So we're pushing forward, we're pulling back with that pedal. So you're working your calves, you're working your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. I know you think glutes probably have to do a ton of squats. No, you can do that here on the bike. You're also working your core. So if I sit up in an upright position, my core has to stabilize me in order to sit up straight. I can then also work my arms, my biceps, my shoulders, my back, my triceps. So it is literally a full body piece of equipment where you're getting cardiovascular training as well as resistance training all in one. So you don't have to go from station to station, equipment to equipment. And that's key. This is where we're gonna get more bang for our buck. This is where we're gonna get that high calorie burn. Yes, you can sit on a bike and pedal for a full hour and you'll see a calorie burn. But when you add in resistance training on top of that, your heart rate is gonna go up. Your calorie burn is gonna go up. All of the benefits that we want out of our activity, out of our workout, you're gonna get on the bike. So that is so key for me, that you can, I'm such a huge proponent of resistance training. If we want those nice arms, if we want long, lean muscles, and we wanna look good in the tank top, then you don't have to have, tons of muscle and six-pack abs, but you know what you wanna feel like. You know when you feel good. You know when you put on that tank top or those shorts, what you want your body to look like. And the fact that you can get that here on the bike, love that.
I know. So, I just love it. I love the fact that, I mean, maybe, you know somebody in your life that did just have a baby. I have two friends that just had babies through all of this. And I know they want to get back to their original, as close as they can to what they were before the baby. Something like this really can help. And you could literally be right next to the crib because there's no noise being made whatsoever. Now, there's a lot. I know we've only got a few minutes left on this presentation. I want to make sure you have a choice of colors because this is the first time I've seen 5 options. Teal is flying. That has not been in stock for months. Black, second bestseller tonight. The purple, always really a nice choice. The blue I do love, and red, what a great power color that is. It's one of those things, Jody, and for all of you who are tuning in, And I say this because this is the journey that I went through. There was nobody else that was gonna make this happen for me except for my own decision to do something about it. You know, we've all dealt with the emotion of this crazy year that we've all been living through, and still so much going on that's caused so much stress and anxiety and worry and fear and all the negative parts of life. I decided a couple weeks ago when I bought my bike, I thought, you know what, this is the one thing I can do to turn it around, to shift my thinking, shift my body into a little bit more activity, because we've all been doing plenty of TV watching and lounging on couches and hanging out and being more sedentary than ever in life. But it just kind of starts creeping up on you and you realize, wow, I gotta snap out of this. There's a dark cloud over my brain. And so for me, it's just that mind-body-soul connection that's already starting to take effect, even though I just got my bike delivered 2 weeks ago. I love it, and I can't encourage you enough tonight to place the order on your bike. By the way, there's free shipping. There's no charge for that. I mean, think about that, because this, even though it only weighs 37 pounds, I mean, to ship a 37-pound box is not inexpensive. There's no charge, free shipping. And then there's that flex. So you're paying a little. Most of us would probably spend more than $66 for just a month at a gym that we don't go to, because I can't imagine going to a gym right now. I'm not going in wearing a mask, because how do you exercise and, you know, let it all go? So that's just me. But having something like this at home, you will love it. And so many positive things will start happening. You know, first thing, you're gonna start sweating, so you're gonna start drinking more water. That's always good. And then all the other, like you were saying, the healthier eating choices that you're gonna naturally just want to, you know, gravitate towards. So it's a win-win across the board. I really just, I can't wait for you to experience it.
100% agree. And I have a family member that got this. He was messaging me. He's like, listen, I saw the bike that you were, you know, talking about. I want it. I was like, okay, go get it. He lives in New York in a really small apartment. He rides this daily and he has lost 25 pounds.
Awesome.
25 pounds. This is the only thing that he's done. And I've asked him, I'm like, okay, tell me the truth. He's like, Jody, I swear, this is all I've done. I've got on it. I watch my TV on it. I take my calls on it. I'm on it every single day. And I'm loving every second of it. He sent me a video. I am like, I am so happy. I mean, he's shedding the weight just from doing this, just from biking. So you don't have to go out and do a whole bunch of other things. You know what I mean? It's just the small things that you do every day, consistency, right? So it's a couple times throughout the day. Maybe it's once a day, but it's a couple days out of the week. And then it turns into a couple, you know, more days out of the month. And then in 3 months, just imagine where you're going to be. That could be your success story. You've lost the 10 to 15 to 25 pounds.
That's exactly right.
I just recently had a hand trauma as well. Sorry, Callie. I just had an injury to my hand about a week ago. And the first thing I did, my first workout back, was the bike. So, you know, I was limited in something that I could do. I didn't want to grip heavy weights. I had a little bit of a stress injury in my hand. So I was able to get on the bike, and boy, did I get a nice burn in. And I felt it in my legs the next day, and I got a sweat on, and I was like, you know what? It doesn't have to be so intense. It doesn't have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be an hour, 2 hours in the gym.
Right.
Got on here, hit it hard for me, what I could do in that day, and I felt great.
Absolutely. Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I think oftentimes 10 minutes is your goal, but you're gonna feel so much better after 10 minutes. You're gonna be like, let's go for 15. And then, by the way, when you're tracking your distance, your calories, your speed, all of that's motivating too. Once I see, oh, I got to 150 calories, for example, I'm like, I'm just gonna go for 200. And then I get to 200 and I'm like, I'm feeling good, let's keep going. And before you know it, I mean, think about it. We're watching TV and stuff anyway. We might as well be doing it on a bicycle instead of just sitting on a couch. And by the way, speaking of doing it or watching TV, sitting on the bike, it is so padded. I mean, how many bikes have you seen that have that little skinny, like hard plastic seat? I'm not gonna spend 2 minutes on a seat like that, but this is it's shaped like our back sides with all that extra cush. That's awesome. And then even this, the padded back, so that gives you the back support. Jody, I know we've got the treadmill coming up in about 5 minutes. If somebody just tuned in, let's remind them what this means. To get a flex bike, it's really 2 bikes in one. Can you show us again?
2 bikes in one. So first, look at this. It folds up to the size of a vacuum cleaner, an ironing board. It's going to go in the closet. It has wheels that we can roll from room to room. No motor, no plug. And when I'm ready to pop it out, here I go. I can be in my upright position. So for my elite level athlete who likes to hit the road and go hard, this is for you. For my beginner athlete who is just fresh off the couch, who's thinking about, you know what, I got to start something, this is for you. You're going to be able to sit back into that lower lumbar pad back here to where I'm now able to easily sit in a reclined position and push back and forth. I have a nice, easy magnetic resistance. You have 8 levels. So you're going to start off on 1. Soon, you're going to graduate to 4, to 5, to 8. You also have the resistance band. So you're able to get your upper body workout as well as your cardiovascular training. You have the side bars here. You notice that there's not that bar that goes straight across, so it's super easy to get on and off of. So you're not gonna have any balance issues. We have super solid steel frame construction. I'll even show you this. I can pop up into that climbing position and it easily holds me. It doesn't wobble side to side, so you're gonna feel really stable and sturdy on this piece of equipment. Lots going on. You got time, speed, distance, calories on your LCD screen. That's nice and big, so you're not gonna need your reading glasses for that. You can take this wherever you want. You can put this in front of the TV. You can take it outside and get some sunshine. You can move it, into your office and be on your phone calls all day. Whatever it is that you need to do, this will easily fit into your lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, look at this.
Also hold 300 pounds.
Yeah, 300 pounds. I do think about parents a lot who are trying to make the decisions about school and children. And, if you are homeschooling and being so much more overwhelmed and overworked, I mean, it's even more important than ever for your health and well-being as well as your families. Oh, and that's great video to show you how you can just kind of relax it into that recumbent position. The upper body, this just took me over the top. I know I've shared this with you, Jody, too, but my boyfriend had an accident last October, and he's just had a long road, ribs broken, lung punctured, severed tendon. I mean, it's just been horrible. But this is the one thing that he is excited about. He, too. I got on for 5 minutes before work, and he got on right after me just to start getting some strength back. He's been really hit hard for a long time just on a couch and trying to regain muscle mass again and just kind of rebuild where he was. So he's enjoying this upper body too.
Yeah, I think that's great. And you've heard it time and time again. The doctor has told you, Susie, Sally, you got to lose a couple pounds. You got to lose some weight. And you're thinking, how? What do I do? I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to do all those things. This is what you do. If you have a kid that's maybe going off to college and they're thinking, what am I going to be doing for fitness? Something like this is going to be able to go into that small dorm room, that small apartment. It fits into that small space. So you get so much bang for your buck with this bike. You get so many health benefits here. You're going to see weight loss. You're going to see a high calorie burn. You're going to see muscle mass increase. You're going to see strength gains, as well as flexibility and core, all of that in one. And you're not doing it outside. You're not pounding the pavement. You're not worried about weather conditions right now all over the world. I don't know what's going on where you are. Hurricane season. And you know what? Let's talk about this. We're already on the downslope of 2020 to where we're going into the holidays soon.
I know.
That is where most people will gain some weight. So let's get ahead of the curve. Let's get a hold of it now and start a program now.
This is the time. This is your chance to do something that's positive for you and for anybody that lives with you. That's the other thing. It's a family kind of, experience. Everybody can share this. It's one bike, one piece of equipment, unless you want to get the treadmill too, which is awesome. It gives you upper body resistance too. But it's so the time to do it. When you think about, we're going to go through these next, let's just call it 3 months. One way or another, do you want to feel the same or worse 3 months down the road? Or do you want to start working towards a better version of what you're feeling and how you're looking? It's kind of that double whammy. It's both. Really, it's about the strength. It's about energy. It's about overall health and well-being. It's about, the benefits are all here in this bicycle. You just choose the color, the teal, very popular. It is the most limited. Love that that's back in stock. The black is the next best seller. We do have great purple, that cobalt blue, and that fire engine red. So the colors are here, just back in stock since Jody and I sold this out about a month ago. So take advantage if you can, free shipping. You've got a flex option, 4th flex, you can get yours delivered to. I tell you, it's something you will be very happy you own. And in the meantime, read some of the comments on hsn.com because it is a huge customer pick, like a couple hundred, really positive reviews. 699794 is the item number. Oh, you know, we also have, I'm wearing a Copper Life, some Copper Life fashions, by the way, which we have in stock on hsn.com, but they also bring us Copper Life